Welcome back to another tutorial. So in today's video we're going to learn how to make this backless halter neck top. This is going to be a freehand tutorial, meaning we're not going to use any pattern for this. It's going to be very quick and easy. So if that sounds like something you're interested in learning, keep on watching and let us get right into it. So here I have my fabric unfold, and I went ahead to add this attachment at the top because the fabric wasn't enough. You want to make sure you're working with enough fabric for this and you are okay. So we're just going to ignore that joining there, and from that point I marked out 3.5 inch. If you're working with a stretchy fabric, you want to go ahead to mark either 3 inches or even 2.5 because the fabric is going to stretch. And then I'm going to rule a straight line across. The fabric I'm working with is rib fabric and it's not as stretchy as I'd like it to be. Next, I'm going to mark my bust point line and my waistline, and then after marking them out, we're going to rule a straight line across as well. Next, on this point here, this is going to be our shoulder line. We're going to mark our shoulder measurement divided by 2, and then from that point I'm going to come down by 1 inch. From the 1 inch we came down by, we're going to mark our armhole depth and then rule it out like this. Now we're going to mark our neckline width. I'm marking 3.5 inches here. If you like yours to be a bit wider, you can do 4 inches. And then from that point, I'm marking 1.5 inch for the wideness of our strap. Next, I'm going to go ahead to curve that all the way to our armhole area. So from this point here, I'm just curving this back to the armhole depth we marked out initially. So I'm just curving this out, and then we're going to move on from this part to curve this all the way up to that 3.5 inch mark I made. So I'm just curving this straight up at that point. Now we're going to go ahead to mark our neckline depth here. You can do this depending on how deep you want your neckline to be. If you don't want it to be too deep, you can go ahead to mark wherever you're comfortable with. So I'm using 7 inches as a guide, and I'm just going to curve this slightly, and then when I curve it down, what I'm going to have there is 8 inches. So I went ahead to mark 8 inches. You can see that it's 8 inches deep. So I'm curving this out, and then we're going to take this straight up to that 3.5 inches mark I made. Now I'm going to start adding my body measurement divided by 4. I'm marking my bust measurement divided by 4, and I'm going to mark it here. I'm doing the same thing for the waist. I'm going to mark my waist measurement divided by 4, and I'm going to mark it on the waistline area. Now if you're working with a really stretchy fabric, you want to go ahead to remove 1 inch from your body measurement. So if I'm marking 9 inch for the bust point, I'm going to take out ½ inch at that point, so that we are taking out 1 inch for the front and then 1 inch for the back, because your stretchy fabric is going to cover up for that. But my fabric is not as stretchy, so I'm not taking out anything, but at the same time I'm not adding anything. So now I'm going to go ahead to cut this out. Like I said, I'm not adding any seam allowance, any joining allowance. I'm going to join this with the measurement I have here. So the measurement is going to cover for the stitching as well. Now after cutting this out, this is what we have for the front. We're going to go ahead to use the front piece to cut out the back piece. Now this is the fabric piece for our back. I'm going to bring in the front piece and place them equally at this point here. So I'm just going to align everything so that everything is sitting properly before we go ahead to cut out the back piece. Now I'm going to go ahead to cut this out. After cutting out the back piece, I'm going to create a notch at the top of the fabric, so I'm not confused what part is the top and what part is the bottom. Now for us to start sewing, we're going to place the front piece on the back piece, right sides facing each other like this, and then I'm just going to align everything together, and we're going to stitch the sides down. Now we want to go ahead to take this to the machine to stitch down both sides like this all the way down, and then we're also going to close up the top parts as well. So after sewing, this is what we have. I've gone ahead to sew the sides and I went ahead to stitch this part down together. Now what we want to do next is we want to go ahead to pipe the neckline as well as the back piece, and then we're going to go ahead to fold the bottom parts together, and that is it. So I'm going to show you how to go ahead to pipe the neckline area. So to pipe the neckline area as well as the back piece, you want to go ahead to cut out strap of fabric like this, and this is 2 inches wide, but I went ahead to trim it out to 1.5 inch. So you want to make sure you're using 1.5 inch. Next, we're going to go ahead to fold this into 2 like this and then stitch it down. So what I did to get the strap was I folded my top into 2 like this, and I just used my tape to measure what I have along the neckline area like this. And then when you fold it into 2, what you have there is 26 inches. So what I have at the neckline area is 26 inches, and then for the back I did the same thing. What I had for the back was 44 inches. So the straps are 26 inches long and 1.5 inch wide, and the second one we're going to work with for the back is 44 inches long and then 1.5 inch wide. So I hope you understand. So that is what we have here. Now we're going to go ahead to stitch them close the way I showed you earlier. We're going to fold it into 2 and then we're going to stitch them close so we can stitch them to the neckline areas of our front piece and the back piece. So I've gone ahead to stitch them close, and this is what the front one is looking like. Now from this joining here, we're going to match it up with our joining for the midpoint here. So I'm going to make sure the stitches are matching up with each other like this, and then we're going to go ahead to start sewing. So I'm going to hold them together and we're going to stitch this down by 1/2 inch. So we're going to start stitching from this point and we're going to stitch it all the way back to the joining we have here. So just watch closely and you understand what I'm doing. And if you're confused about anything, you want to go ahead to watch it again or ask your questions down in the comment section below. After stitching this down, this is what we have here. Now before we go ahead to fold this part in like this, we want to go ahead to trim out these excesses we have here so we can be able to stitch this down with ease. So I'm going to trim out the excesses and we're going to come back to fold it in. Now after trimming out the excesses, this is what it's looking like. Now we're going to fold in the remaining part of our strap and then just stitch it down. So from this part, I'm going to fold it in like this, and then I'm going to fold it again like this, and then that is where we're going to stitch on it. So I'm just going to start stitching this from this point all the way back to the starting point. So just watch closely. We're going to stitch this all the way around. After stitching this down, this is what we have. This is the wrong side of the fabric, and then this is the right side of the fabric. You can see how it looks like. Now we're going to repeat the same process for the back piece. So for this front piece here, the neckline area, I'm going to iron it down so it relaxes very well. And then on this part here, you can go ahead to run another stitch across all the way round. But it's totally optional. You can leave it as it is. Just go ahead to press down the neckline area so it looks neat. So we're going to repeat the same process for the back piece here, and we're going to do the same thing we did for the front at the back piece. So for the back piece, I've gone ahead to stitch it around the way we did for the front, and I trimmed out the excesses here. Now what we want to do is we want to go ahead to fold this part in. Like I said, the same process we did for the front piece, that's what we're doing here. So I'm folding it in, and then we're going to stitch this down. So from this part here, we're going to stitch this all the way around back to our starting point. Now after stitching the back piece down, this is what it's looking like. You can see what the inner part and the outer part is looking like. Like I said, you can go ahead to top stitch along the top part all the way around to give it that effect, but it is totally optional. So this is what we have. Next, I'm going to go ahead to finish up the bottom part of the top. So at the bottom part here, you want to go ahead to fold it in like this, and then fold it again and stitch it all the way around. So I'm going to do that now and show you the final result. So guys, this is the final result. If you enjoyed watching this video and you found it helpful in any way, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed already, and if you enjoy watching videos like this, you're also going to love watching this one up here, so you can go check that out after watching this one. See you guys on the next one. Bye guys.